Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. This is our Beast Tamer Bard build, episode 177. And I think we're really close to going to the cusp of the abyss scenario, the Midnight Fane. My only concern is whether or not this is the end of the chapter, right? Because we still have the Outcast to complete. We got 5 more days on that. And then we have middle game to complete. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to look up on the cusp of the abyss just to see whether or not this ends the chapter. Or, yeah, basically. So, Pathfinder... Cusp of the abyss. So, don't want any information. I just want to know if this ends the chapter, and it does not tell me. Great. Okay. Well, I don't want to read through any of that. So, Pathfinder. Yeah, okay, so this is basically what I'm looking for. This person asked the question, is there a list of quests that end chapters, or are the chapter ending quests fairly obvious? The response was, I'd say they're fairly obvious. The game usually stops to tell you when the quest you're about to do is going to end the chapter. Yeah. So... yes, assaulting the Midnight Fane is indeed the end of the chapter. So we do not want to do that. Alright, un momento, gotta run to the bathroom real quick. Alright, so, if we cannot, I mean we can, but if doing the Midnight Fane on the cusp of the abyss is going to get us gots, then well, I'm not honestly sure what we want to do then, truth be told. I guess we're kind of just passing time. So we teleport back to Dresden, and then it's kind of just a hangout scenario, right? Like, okay, let's look this up. So we know what our timeline is for Kalessa's. That is literally happening right now. So that one's less of a concern, but middle game is more of a concern, right? Because middle game has actual requirements Okay, need to have level 5 in all the stuff. So, that's actually good because I think we're already level 5 in all of the stuff except for logistics. So logistics needs to go up, and we've got a lot of buildings happening, so that should happen sooner rather than later, hopefully. Wish I could just click next. Like, the building situation is annoying because I have to go to this menu and then click on a place and then click enter. Like, load in, load out. So it's too many clicks back and forth. Also, it's just like it doesn't let me zoom in. I guess technically this is the zoom in, but it's a little annoying. And then it does stuff like this, where it's actually fucking difficult to... And this is why we just do this stuff. Sure. Just gonna put up a hospital and citadel in every location, just to fill out spots. Yeah, because each one of these is worth 4,500, so... Drop a city. Resin. Okay. Two missing. Supply, citadel. Okay, hospital. 54. By 50. Not 540. What's wrong with you? 5. Peace. Okay. And now I think we're just gonna wait. Because we have no real incentive not to. So... we just pass some time. Before we do that. They're retreating. Oh no, 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 sir. You don't get to just run. Get out of here. Swank. We just got an update. Ever thought about the world around me before? All I thought was finding my next victim. Now I'm starting to notice things. The way the grass moves in the breeze, the way sunlight glints on armor is beautiful. Interesting. Interesting. Ooh. You see beauty in the small things. Make a fine artist. Like me to teach you to paint? That would be cool. Have they added any quality of life features since launch? they've cleaned up a lot of stuff as far as I'm aware, but this is my first time playing the game, honestly, and I play it once a week, so it's hard for me to tell kind of like how big the differences are between now and between launch. I don't keep up a lot on the news of Owlcat stuff, but they put in, to my understanding, a lot of bug fixes and patching things to where most everything works now. I don't know that I would say there's been a lot of quality of life that I'm aware of, but there's probably been some stuff that I just don't know about. Or never knew what the other, version was, because I never had to deal with it. So I'm not 100% sure, honestly. You'll hear me nitpick about things, though, like where I'm like, this is too many menus to click through, like when I'm dealing with the Crusade stuff. I actually really like the Crusade stuff. I'm a fan of, like, Heroes of Might and Magic style games, right? But it's annoying that I have to click through, like, 5 different menus to get anything done in them. So there's no quality of life added as far as that's concerned, at least. Okay. More Crusade stuff. Decrees. Absolutely want to do that. Cool. Okay. They are prepared. They are ready. But we are not. So we skip another day. What mythic path did I choose? I am on the Azada mythic path, which is pretty cool. I was playing a bard and I wanted to play something good, and I tend to do like chaotic good style stuff, and so I was like, bard, chaotic good, Azada makes sense. We'll be Fae like, and it's been really fun. So yeah, it's been quite fun actually. Before we do anything... Okay, council needs to go actually do stuff. What is our level on that? Let's go ahead and just... Enter... Citadel. We don't want to do the... I don't want to get sucked in by the inheritor, or the hand of the inheritor, rather. So, I'm not gonna go over there. I'm not gonna take to the streets. All right, here we go. What happened now? Commander, what's your succubus pal done this time? What are you talking about? You don't know either, huh? Weird. Who gave the order then? Arushale's locked up in Dresden's dungeon. I tried to find out who gave the order to jail her and who carried it out, but I came up empty-handed. What's the story there, then? If you ask me, it's one of two things. Either it was you who secretly ordered her arrest, or it was Arushale herself, and she just felt like locking herself up in a cell. Which one seems more likely to you? Have you noticed anything odd about her recently? I suppose I have. She's been even more secretive than usual. Before, my people would spot her every now and then as she observed the ordinary folk going about their business. But lately, she's been spending most of her time holed up somewhere in the outskirts of the city, away from people. Oh, and one more thing. Believe it or not, but one of my spies swears he heard her crying out there on her own. What's Arushale doing? Trying to become the next dude? I don't know about that. I have sneaking suspicions. I'll talk to her. All we know is that we know nothing at all. Talking to her might be a good idea. I'm rooting for her redemption just like you, but who can tell what's going on inside the head of a demon who's trying to turn good? Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I was not expecting that. Dorgalinda. We haven't talked to Dorgalinda in such a long time. I even made comments about how, like, she just wasn't around, and that's because we weren't building enough stuff. So, hail! The supply situation is improving, but too slowly. Once the fellows of the Crusade lost their connections at the quartermaster service, they switched to dealing with the cart drivers directly. Each supply caravan loses a cart or two on the way, and its driver tells us tall tales about how they were attacked by demons, or how a Vrock swooped in and carried off an entire cart. We catch these jokers, but it's getting out of control. We can't get them all. We need to change something in the system itself. I propose we have inspectors from the Mendevian treasury travel with each caravan. Someone experienced, someone who's ready to answer for the delivery with their life, and who knows how to keep the cream away from the cat, so to speak. Here's a simple rule. If you can't beat 'em, lead 'em. We'll drop a hint to the brains of this lot to stick to us and fall in line. If they don't act up too much, they'll get their new uniforms and extra rations. And we'll get the loyalty of some big-name leaders among the soldiers. So soldiers are always stealing from their own comrades. Like cats? What was it you said, Dorgalinda? Like the cream that got the mouse instead of the cat? In any case, this is wrong. We must convince them. Let the caravans be accompanied by priests from the capital. Under their eyes, the warriors will be ashamed to steal. We overlooked their antics when it was just clandestine trades. But theft must be dealt with quickly and severely. Wow, Lan. Jeez. Tell us more about your plans. Gladly. Woljif, what we doing? Get the sharpest and most ambitious on the take. The rest of the big shots will take the hint. We don't mind smart subordinates who can find a way to get what they want, as long as they don't cross us. And that's it. No more thefts. Why bother when we'll give it to them anyway? And the saps and the slouches will just have to settle for what they have. That's the sap's way. So you're saying we should make the thieves the commander's trusted officers? Then I suggest we just dub this gang the Crusaders. Oh my god, Lan, that was horrible. Oh god. We can make an announcement that we're conducting the first crusade in history. Get out of here, Lan. Just leave, please. Ursula, what would you do? I know it can sometimes be very difficult to do the right thing, the noble thing, especially when no one is there to witness your worst deeds and judge you for them. Which is why we need to have priests accompanying our caravans from the capital. Who would have the heart to commit a crime when a servant of the gods is watching them? I'm sure there are no such scoundrels among our warriors. Wow, that's some solid advice, right? Right? I do not buy that one for a second. We should totally try stopping thieves and robbers by appealing to something they don't have. A conscience. Woljif is correct. Lan? You know, I'm tired of hearing that we can't do anything about these fellows. I suppose we can't really root out petty fraud, but we're talking about blatant, large-scale theft here. About acts of sabotage against the crusade. It's no wonder Mendev is cutting our supplies. They see that we can't even keep our own soldiers in line. Enough is enough. We'll find the most prolific thieves, and they'll hang. That's harsh, but, you know. Once this is resolved, Nerosian can stop worrying about the coin they spend on... worrying that the coin they spend on us will end up in the pockets of marauders and thieves. But it's not those poor people's fault that they became criminals. The Mendevian army recruited them, but it can't provide everything they need. And now we're going to hang them for it? How is that right? Alright, Dorgalinda. What's a better answer? There's no question that the cart drivers are in cahoots with the fellows. I imagine that they get a cut of the stolen goods. So, let's assign a gutsy treasury worker to each caravan, someone to keep an eye on them and see that everything is delivered in full. And they could do some good here in Dresden too. We always need more people who know how to mount an expedition and organize troops on the march. They'll whip our logistics into shape. Okay. What do we actually get? All generals gain the favoritism feat. Experienced gain by the general increases by 33%? Oh my god! If it was down to just mechanics, I would take that. I don't care what the other things are. Holy shit. Unless one of them's by 50%. Like, me. Holy fuck. I love experience gain in like, Heroes of Might and Magic style games. Like, energy points income increases by 7. That seems actually like a fair amount. I think we only have like 30 or 40 energy point income, so 7 is actually a large amount. Material point income increased by 20 is pretty high. And Dorgalinda. All generals gain the Caravan Master's feat. Army gains 15 additional movements. Oh my god. Okay. How do I rationalize this? How do I rationalize me getting what I want here? Okay, so rationalizing. Here we go. Here we go. I am role-playing a chaotic good character who believes in the freedom of choice and free will and, you know, like, striking out on one's own. So, if we go with Woljif, right, this concept of the fellows and the leaders... God, I can't even spin this to myself. Fuck me. Making legitimate bandits and brigands and thieves, like, big members of your leadership absolutely does not seem like a good idea. From a good perspective. Could you stop shedding, my boy? Could you just stop? No, don't touch that.
Cats?
Got orange cats? Interesting. You're just a big boy because of nature. Not because you're dumb and fat and eat too much.
Yeah, apparently.
Aww. Okay. What? Oh. Looks, he's just occasionally from down under. From down under. He fixed it. Never mind. Alright, I don't normally do this, but I really want experience, so I'm gonna side with Woljif and take the mechanical benefit and hope that it just doesn't impact things that much. So, boom. Slick. A little favoritism won't spoil the spirit of the crusade, will it? They're good guys, it's just that their methods are a bit unusual. But hey, this whole war is unusual. It will be done. I hope our caravans will be safe from now on, but I have a feeling this won't be the last time we have to convene the council to address a problem relating to the fellows. Here's the thing. I agree with you, but I think that's gonna be the majority of these problems. You're unusual. Woljif is unusual. That is true. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Let's just go ahead and jump back right into managing the crusade affairs. Shall we? Up and down. Where do you think you going? What's this? What you got here? Get there. That. Oh! Oh! Don't use claws, boyo. Nice. No claws. Okay. Threw your turtle on the ground. My goodness, Otis Babotus. Ivu's just going in circles. That was funny.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay, let's go. Did you toss your turtle again? Let's go see Arushale. Break dancing. Hey, Nura, do you want out? I guess not.
I can handle it.
What do you mean? The door isn't even closed, Arushale. Get out of there. What are you doing? Arushale stands in the middle of the room, immersed in painful contemplation. Seeing you approach, she recoils in fright. No, don't come any closer. Please, don't. Okay. Why are you here? This is where I belong. You shouldn't be alone with me. Please leave. I'm begging you. It's dangerous. I'm dangerous. The succubus raises her ruby eyes to you, and you notice streaks of tears on her face. When I joined your party, I thought to myself, this is it. I'm a crusader now. I might actually be able to rid myself of my demon nature, but it's so hard. The abyss lives within me. I let my guard down for a moment, and there it was, waiting to remind me of what I truly am. I didn't hurt anyone, but I just can't talk about it. It's too shameful. Please, just leave me here in this cell. Let these walls be my cloister, and don't talk to me unless absolutely necessary. I will still accompany you on your travels, but until I curb the demon inside me, I should keep my distance from you. Okay. Absolutely we do not, we're not going the middle route, right? But I would, in most cases, personally be a I respect your decision kind of person, right? But I don't expect that the game wants us to do that, right? The game wants us to pry, the game wants us to show caring, right? The game wants us to be like, oh, I mean, I say insofar as like once, right? The game doesn't have an agenda, but, you get what I'm saying though. Like, if we want deeper, I'm assuming romance option is up here. Though I don't know that we care about romancing anyone, including Arushale. But let's see. What's going on with you? Please talk to me. I know it's not easy for you, but I can help if you let me. You really do want to help me. Want to save a beast of the abyss who doesn't deserve to be near someone like you. Aha! The succubus sighs. Fine. I'll tell you why I'm here. And after I do, I'll understand if you don't ever want to see me again. You've been so kind to me. You've treated me like I already deserved your kindness. Like I wasn't a demon, but a mortal, and She locked herself in a jail cell because she started to develop feelings for us. Great! Great! Great, 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 great. Every time she speaks, she beats the ever-loving fuck out of herself. Yeah. Basically. I'm starting to feel that you're becoming very important to me. I want to be near you, talk to you, touch you. And therein lies the problem, because a kiss will kill us. And that's coming from someone who does the same thing? Maybe she's just a masochist. Don't go judging. That might be dangerous and be like falling in love with a vampire, right? Absolutely. You know? Yeah, we're gonna go oblivious. Is that such a bad thing? It's bad. It's very, very bad. I'm a demon, remember? I taint everything I touch. The most terrible weapon of any succubus is her caress, which leeches life from the one who trusted her. I still possess this weapon whether I like it or not. I'm like a venomous snake, toad, I don't remember. Like an animal that can't help but sting even when it doesn't want to. In my previous life, I had many lovers. Some were my tormentors who degraded and broke me to the point to where I barely survived. For others, I was their tormentor. I devoured, degraded, and drained their souls dry. Every single day I struggle to suppress this desire, this unholy hunger inside me, but when you're near... With a sob, Arushale wipes away her tears. Forgive me. Please, please forgive me. I don't want to want that, but every time I see you, my desire overwhelms me. Frightening, demonic desires. I can't curb them. As I look at you, I can't stop imagining us, you and I together. Okay, Arushale hides her blushing face in her hand. Ah, fucking Fanfi escaped. Motherfucker. I am not sure where to go with this one. It's okay, so like, don't leech my soul, like that's an option, right? I don't know, right? So here, I mean, we can ask. Can't you control your own abilities? Can't you kiss someone without leeching their life force? Not even if you tried really hard? I can't control myself. Sometimes one look at an attractive mortal is enough to send me mad with the desire to pounce on them and suck them dry. It takes all my strength just to turn away and leave. What would happen if I... Right, so like... The demon runs her finger over her lips and finishes in a barely audible voice. I haven't done it in so long, I don't have the strength to fight it. Like Rogue from X-Men? No, definitely, it can be controlled, right? But like, it's every fiber of her being is screaming at her to do it. And when you're in the throes of passion, basically that's what she's saying, right? Like, she can resist now, but like, if she was in the throes of passion with that screaming at her, what's the likelihood at that point, right? Like... I think I understand and I'm not angry with you. This sounds like kind of a neutral path. I'm not without sin either. Sounds like kind of like a, you know, trying to commiserate kind of situation. This is obviously just like the walk away one. 1 and 4 seem like the most likely to like progress relationship status. Time to do that fuck blanket thing. That one section. Oh god. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm not sure which of these is going to trigger, like, actual progression, so I'm kind of being cautious about what I pick. Because, like, conversations in this game are, they tend to either be very, oh, you can pick all the options, or they tend to be, if you pick the wrong option or the right option, right, it progresses and you can't really go back. Read about that in a book somewhere, but I thought they were talking about really old-fashioned Catholics? Mormons? I don't know. I know there's a lot of interesting stuff out there, but I think we'll just go with number 1. We'll just try to see, you know, maybe we can find her some sort of outlet so that she doesn't have to worry about it as much. Why don't you share your desires with me? Maybe we can satisfy some of them without harming anyone. No. Don't tell me that. My mind is a tinderbox right now. If you say things like that, my control could snap. I'd pounce on you like a ravenous larva on meat. That's a weird saying. Arushale pauses and takes a couple of deep breaths. Get the blanket! I ask you, no, I beg you, in the name of Desna, please don't ever say anything like that to me again. Mortals can flirt with each other without harming anyone, but you're flirting with the abyss. One playful comment could instantly wipe out all my years of effort and turn me back into a monster. I think we're gonna go with the I'm not without sin either. How funny would it be if you actually game overed? That would be funny. Really? I can't picture it. Baruchele peers timidly into your eyes. Would you care to tell me? To share with me? For a demon, trust is a stupid manifestation of weakness. It took me a long time to learn not to break others' trust. Baruchele cast a shy glance at you, and it took even longer to learn how to trust someone else. It's so unsettling, but oddly liberating to turn my back to someone without being afraid of getting stabbed. Thank you for sharing with me. Turns out that even you are not entirely free from evil. A wise priest once said, if a sinner at least realizes that he has sinned, this means he still retains a chance for redemption. Where is the all of the above option? Right? Like, my goodness. Definitely in this game, at least. Mortals often do bad things, even without demons tempting them to do so. But many mortals also realize when they are doing something bad. They can repent. They can try to make things right. That's the main thing I'm trying to learn from you mortals. Yeah, come on. You don't have to hide away from me in this cell. Come out. But these desires, they're tearing me apart. What hope do I have of controlling them with you so near? I like number 3. I like number 2 and 3, right? Like, desires are not deeds, we don't send people to prison for their thoughts, and, you know, talk about it. You told me yourself, not all your desires are horrible. Talking, sharing thoughts and feelings, would that be so bad? Would it? Baruchele ponders that for a while and then nods to herself. You're right. Some of these desires are so light, so joyful, so mortal. But right after these innocent dreams, the others come, cruel, violent, demonic ones. And I don't know how to separate them. Kitty, 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 kitty. Here you go, Otis Botus. Desires are not deeds. We don't send people to prison for their thoughts. You wouldn't say that if you knew what I was thinking. You have no inkling of what my desires are. If only you could see what I'm imagining right now. For the thoughts like these, I deserve more than a prison cell. I deserve the gallows. I'm not gonna do this one because she asked me not to taunt her with that type of scenario. Lady, come off yourself. All right. You might want to get off your high horse, Jay. Baruchele will come off it right when you do. Okay? Well, what she's saying is her thoughts are of horribly torturing and slaughtering people with a side of sex, basically. So, yeah. I mean, that's a fair assessment. If your thought process was literally, I want to horribly mutilate and maul and, you know, every single person I meet, that's a little rough. Look at those battle rankings. We're gonna go with 4. You want to live to learn, or live to learn. Learn to live like a mortal? Then instead of hiding, you need to learn how to live among the people you care about. But what if I slip up? Until I learn how to not be a monster, anyone close to me is in danger. There's no use trying to hide from your nature. You must overcome it. Don't worry, I'll be with you. I'll help you. You aren't scared of me at all. You know what a lying monster I am, but you still trust me. Why? What is it you see in me that I fail to see in myself? Apparently a whole bunch of things. She wrings her hands and falls silent for a long time. When she starts speaking again, her voice seems firmer, as if she has found some source of inner strength. Thank you for believing in me. It means I should believe in myself too. I won't hide in this cell anymore. If you say that I won't slip up, that means I won't. Urushiele smiles at you timidly. I will watch you until I learn to look at the world the way mortals do, without evil and violence in my heart. I'm not sure that's the way mortals look at the world, lady. I'll learn to look at you the way you deserve. Alright, we did it. Ooh, new stuff. Yeah, sure, let's do some Urushiele talking. I'm sorry your dream turned into a nightmare. Don't be sorry for me. It's all a part of my journey, and it would be very naive to imagine my path to redemption as a sequence of pleasant dreams only. I've already described my countless evil deeds to you. Mortals suffer from nightmares born of their past, and I am glad that I had a chance to experience them as well. That shadow from your dream, who was it? Please don't ask. I don't want to be reminded of him. I knew him in the past, and I was hoping that he would never reappear in my life. We both caused each other a lot of pain. Please don't make me relive all of it again. As the next fucking option is literally, why did the shadow in your dream call you their venomous butterfly? Urushiele doesn't look you in the eye. I poisoned him. My lies, my capriciousness, my temptation. Let's talk about something else. I'm sorry, but I don't want to remember who I used to be and what I used to do to others. Do you feel lonely in here? I do, but I must stay in here until I have firm control over my desires, otherwise something... Yeah, we got past that already. And we're done with all the rest of the stuff. Come on.
Can't make the demons wait.
Alright, sweet. Graham, anything from you? Yeah, this guy was an asshole, actually. Like, he fucking lied about so much shit. And is kind of a trash bag, right? Like, he very much painted Social's brother in a bullshit light, basically. Okay, well, that progressed. I think we are good to head. Ooh, hold up. I would rather go out the front door and just pass time than go through the courtyard. I don't want to risk. Wait, who's an asshole now? Well, I don't know that he's an asshole, but he seemed like an asshole. Graham, the guy, not Social's brother, but the guy that was
Here we go.
acting as Social's brother, faking being Social's brother, and then lying about Social's brother, who I can't remember his name at this current point in time. Okay, sweet. We are going to quick save. We are going to check this stuff. That might be a bit tough. Probably punish the guy for making me waste my time chasing around rumors that turned out to be false. Yeah. I probably would as well, in real life. But in game, I get to go, oh, I'm a good guy, and not do that. But in real life, yeah, I'd probably be like, fuck that guy. Okay. Looks like we're actually mostly built up. The only other place is Treasonhome. Maybe not execution, perhaps about like 2 weeks. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The game doesn't give you a lot of options. It's either go free or execute. And I'd be like, let's just put him to work for a couple weeks and then set him free. You know, like, have an actual punishment and then there you go. You're done. I think we want to build all of the... Oh, we can build multiple hospitals. Definitely want a monument. Can't afford really much of anything else. Hall of Glory, probably. $270. That is a lot to buy. What? Trying to knock out as much stuff as I can, as quickly as I can, so. Well, let's do it. Maybe you don't believe in yourselves sometimes, but take it from someone who knows. You are good. You are doing the right thing. Are you good in doing the right thing, Otis Botus? Get fat. You get fat. Aww, this sweet boy. What are you doing? Give me headbutts. Give me a headbutt. No. No. Ah, I take headbutt. Ah. Okay. We got more stuff. The problem with 9 lives. The quartermasters brought cats to Dresden so they would keep the stores safe from rats. Smaller demons have learned to assume the form of a cat to sneak into the city and wreak havoc. The soldiers are ready to start hunting cats, but the quartermasters are against it. Ooh, Path of the Trickster. Interesting. Okay. We can leave the cats and be more vigilant. We lose leadership points, but we gain logistics points. We might take that just because that's what we're trying to accomplish, is get more logistics. I would rather... Oh, okay. Definitely would rather take that. Or we can get the Blessing of Bastet, which increases energy points income. Yeah, I mean, we would absolutely rather take income than just I mean, we get this for building one building. That's how much experience we get for logistics, is that on one building. So that's definitely not what we want to take. Permanent effect, yes. Social, remembering the cult of Bastet, poorly known in Avestan, sent a few letters to Osirian. The priestesses of the goddess of cats are willing to identify the demons and remain to care for the cats. Their knowledge of divine rituals will prove useful to the crusade. Cool. Very cool. Are you a demon in disguise, Otis Botus? Don't you roll at me. Don't you roll at me. You rolling? You're gonna fall off this thing one of these days. You make a big ol' impact when you land, too. Yes, you would. You a chunky boy. Okay. I think that is probably going to be a pretty good place for us to go ahead and end this video. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time for more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.